Have you ever noticed how the same thoughts seem to play on repeat in your mind? Like a broken record, they keep coming back, no matter how hard you try to push them away. I'm not good enough. I'll never succeed. What if something bad happens? These thoughts feel real, even though they're just mental patterns, old, worn-out narratives that no longer serve you. In this episode, we'll explore why these repetitive thoughts happen, how they keep you stuck, and most importantly, how you can break free from them. Let's start with a simple question. Why do repetitive thoughts happen? The answer lies in the nature of the mind. The mind is a pattern-making machine. It takes past experiences, beliefs, and fears and uses them to create mental habits. These habits are like well-worn paths in a forest. The more you walk them, the deeper they become, and the harder it is to break free. And so, the same thoughts keep arising over and over again because they're following these familiar paths. But here's the thing, these thoughts are not facts. They're not reality. They're just mental patterns, old, worn-out narratives that no longer serve you. And yet, we believe them. We take them as truth, and we act on them, often without even realizing it. This is how repetitive thoughts keep us stuck. They create a cycle of thinking, feeling, and behaving that reinforces itself over and over again until it feels like there's no way out. So, how do you break the cycle? How do you free yourself from repetitive thoughts? The answer is simple, but not easy. You practice. You train your mind to notice when it's caught in a repetitive thought, and you gently bring your attention back to the present moment. It's like building a muscle. The more you do it, the stronger it becomes. Here's an exercise to try. Close your eyes if you can and just listen. Listen to the sounds around you. The hum of the air conditioner, the chirping of birds, the distant noise of traffic. Now, shift your attention to your breath. Feel the air moving in and out of your body. Notice the rise and fall of your chest. And as you do this, notice something else, the thoughts that arise. Don't engage with them. Don't try to push them away. Just notice them. Say to yourself, "Oh, there's a thought." And then bring your attention back to your breath. This simple practice is the foundation of breaking the cycle. It's the art of observing your thoughts without getting caught in them. And the more you do it, the more you'll realize something extraordinary. You are not your thoughts. You are the awareness behind the thinking. You are the space in which thoughts arise and pass away. And in that space, you'll find a sense of peace and freedom that's beyond words. Now, let's go deeper. Breaking the cycle isn't just about observing your thoughts. It's also about understanding why they arise in the first place. What are these repetitive thoughts trying to tell you? What are they trying to protect you from? Often, repetitive thoughts are rooted in fear, fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of the unknown. They're the mind's way of trying to keep you safe, even though they often do the opposite. So, how do you work with these fears? How do you break free from the patterns they create? The answer is simple. You face them. You bring them into the light of awareness, and you see them for what they really are, just thoughts, not facts. And in that seeing, you find freedom. Here's another exercise. Think of a repetitive thought that's been troubling you. Maybe it's a thought about your worth, your abilities, or your future. Now, imagine stepping back from that thought. Imagine observing it from a distance, like a cloud passing through the sky. Notice how it feels. Does the thought still have the same power over you? Or does it feel smaller, less significant? This is the magic of awareness. It allows you to see your thoughts for what they really are, temporary, fleeting, and ultimately harmless. As you begin to observe your repetitive thoughts, something remarkable happens. They start to lose their grip on you. They no longer feel so real, so urgent, so overwhelming. And in that space, you find freedom. Freedom from the need to control. Freedom from the need to know. Freedom to simply be. Now, let's explore how to deepen this sense of freedom. Breaking the cycle isn't just about observing your thoughts. It's also about creating new patterns, new ways of thinking, feeling, and behaving that serve you better. This is where intention comes in. Intention is the key to creating new patterns. It's the force that allows you to break free from old habits and create new ones. Here's an exercise to try. The next time a repetitive thought arises, don't engage with it. Don't try to change it or push it away. Instead, simply notice it. Say to yourself, "Oh, there's a thought," and then let it go. Imagine it as a leaf floating down a river. You don't need to grab it or stop it. You just need to watch it pass by. The more you practice this, the more you'll realize that thoughts are just thoughts. They're not you. They're not reality. They are simply mental events passing through the vast space of your awareness. As you begin to let go of the need to control your thoughts, something remarkable happens. The mind begins to quiet on its own, not because you forced it to, but because you've stopped feeding it with your attention. You've stopped giving it power. And in that space of stillness, you'll find something you've been searching for all along: peace. Not the peace that comes from controlling the world around you, but the peace that comes from letting go of the need to control anything at all. In the next episode, we'll explore how to deepen this sense of freedom and uncover the true nature of the self. Until then, take a moment to practice breaking the cycle. Notice the world around you. Notice the sensations in your body. Notice the thoughts in your mind. And in that noticing, you'll find everything you've been looking for. Your friend, philosopher, and guide, Dr. Surendra.